guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Daisy B. I hope you guys are having a safe and wonderful day wherever you are in the world. And welcome to my channel where we talk about and debunk all the BS that boss babes love to spew all over their almost always public social media pages for the entire world to see. Today's video is going to be my first MLM Top Fails, and I'm pretty excited about it. We're going to be looking at some Instagram reels today that have been posted by various reps in different companies. If you like these kinds of videos, please like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are on all of it. They are full of cringiness, full of misinformation, full of manipulation, and they're just... Before we get into any of the reels, I have to first put a disclaimer out. As always, do not send any hate to any person or companies that I showcase in my videos. This content is protected by the Fair Dealings Act for the purpose of reviewing and criticizing. We are not going to be discussing them as a person. What we will be reviewing and criticizing are the manipulation tactics that are used by, in my opinion, pretty much all reps. Another thing that I really want to hammer in as well is that these people are victims themselves. Now, it is absolutely possible for a victim to become a perpetrator, but I still don't think that it justifies the behavior that we see from reps. If I see anyone naming anybody that I feature in my videos, your comment will be immediately deleted and you may be blocked. I do not condone the bullying of any of these people, no matter how horrible their behavior is. These videos are for the purpose of educating people on the manipulation and cult-like tactics that are used in multi-level marketing. These are just my personal opinions on the business model and behaviors and tactics that are used by reps. Again, I do not condone any bullying, so don't do it. Most of the reps we're going to be reacting to today are mostly from within Australia. I think it's very important to show that the MLM industry is the same no matter where you are in the world. It's not just the American or Canadian reps that have cringy as hell content. They are cringy all over the world. So this first video we're going to be reacting to is from an Arbonne rep who is at the rank of executive regional vice president. So she is very high up in the company. Now, I can't play the sound because it's probably copyrighted. It's just a sound. It doesn't really matter. It's the one from The Incredibles where Edna like slaps the shit out of Elastigirl and is like, "You're Elastigirl." You get the picture, right? All right, the first caption says, "Future me to past me, when I thought about giving up on finding my dream job. If only I knew it was about to fall into my lap. I was offered a business opportunity I couldn't pass up. Comment stars emoji down below and I can give you the same opportunity." So the first thing that I do want to highlight, future me to past me, when I thought about giving up on finding my dream job. This to me is her basically trying to be relatable, which is something that a lot of MLMers will do to get more people interested in the opportunity. Now, in most cases, it's nothing to really be concerned about. There are billions of people in the world, and there are going to be people who have experienced similar things to you. And while I do think it helps knowing that there are others that have been through what you have been and that you are not alone, whenever an MLM rep does this, there is always an agenda behind it. That agenda being recruiting you into their downline. And in my opinion, it is never to just bond over having a similar negative experience to what you have and express one's feelings towards the event. The goal is to use that event in order to relate to people and hopefully recruit them into their downline. I also really want to talk about how she says, "If only I knew it was about to fall into my lap." The opportunity didn't fall into your lap. An MLMer was scrolling through social media trying to find new recruits. They came across your account and started a conversation, not to start a genuine friendship. Oh no. They started a conversation with you to find out what your pain points were. So they had things to use against you to manipulate you into joining their team. And you took the bait. I don't understand how working for an MLM is like a dream job. It sounds like a nightmare. Who dreams of becoming a network marketer, direct sales person? Absolutely no one. Cold messaging sometimes 100 people in one day about the opportunity does not sound fun. It sounds awful. Let's read the caption. Almost 3 years ago, I was presented with a business opportunity where it meant I could be my own boss and work on my device from anywhere. The business activity requires me to help people through health and wellness daily through supplements and toxin-free personal care products. She said carb, but we won't be picky, I guess. I mean, someone who has very likely dyslexia should not be talking about spelling. That's for damn sure. But then again, you claim to be like a business owner, but you don't proofread any of your captions or your advertising material. Something that pretty much all MLMers will claim is that they're their own boss, which in my opinion is not true. They have what is basically called an upline, and an upline is the person above you who recruited you, and that person who recruited you also has an upline who recruited them, and so on and so forth, all the way up to the top of the pyramid, basically. You are not your own boss. You are a contracted salesperson working for an already established company. Working from anywhere sounds nice, but when you're in an MLM, in my opinion, it is not as glamorous as they like to make out that it is. Like I said in my last video, these people will brag about working by the pool, on holidays, or even out to dinner with their family or friends. I'm sorry, but how are you mentally present if you are constantly just like looking at your phone, texting, and trying to find new recruits, new customers, trying to set up carts? Like, where's your time freedom? That's not what time freedom is. The answer is no. You are not mentally present or emotionally present. Just because you are physically there does not mean that you are emotionally or mentally present. And to be honest, that is so rude, being on the phone, working, whilst you're hanging out with someone or out to dinner. Like, that is so freaking rude. Whether it's friends, family, or a co-worker, if you're constantly being on your phone all the time whilst you're hanging out with them, that's not time freedom. It's rude, it's disrespectful, and quite frankly, what's the point of that relationship if you're not going to be present? Where's all that time freedom that you claim to have so much of? I don't see it anywhere. The business activity. What are you talking about? The business activity. What are you talking about? Do you mean the activity of cold messaging people who you don't even know on social media? Or befriending them and pretending to make a real connection with them? Ew. And while getting to know them, figure out their pain points, vulnerabilities, and traumas to later use them against them, to manipulate and coerce them into joining your team. Is that the one you're talking about? Are those the business activities you are referring to? Because I think out of the two methods, I would much prefer someone just be upfront about it and cold message me and be like, hey, I'm messaging you about this opportunity, blah, 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 rather than starting a fake ass friendship that is purely transactional, that is no longer going to be there if you reject them, most likely. It is so fake, and in my opinion, just a horrible thing to do. And if you watch my first video that I uploaded, that's exactly what happened to me. With the exception that I was actually the one that reached out to her in order to make a real connection and possibly gain a new friend. If you haven't seen that video yet, I will link it down below. Please feel free to check it out. Another thing I feel is super important to point out is that the majority of reps in network marketing, in my opinion, are not experts in the products that they are selling, let alone the industry in which these products fall under. Whether that be hair care, health and wellness, or makeup, supplements. Monat reps, for the most part, are not professional stylists and have zero education in the hair care industry. Most Arbonne reps are not formally trained in nutrition, nor are they dietitians. People who sold Black Oxygen Organics were not medical doctors or biologists and know next to nothing about the true biology of the human body. MLM products, in my opinion, are not superior to other products on the market. And just because a product is labeled as naturally based or no harsh chemicals or having a high price point doesn't make them automatically better. It is a marketing tactic that is used by pretty much all companies, MLM or not, to convince consumers that their brand is better than other competing brands. I also want to point out another thing as well. A lot of other anti-MLM creators have pointed out is that they will never ever start a conversation about the opportunity or anything about the business in the comments section. That is why you will never see a conversation of like, what do you have to do to be successful, or what are the qualifications and all that stuff. And the reason for this, in my opinion, is the fact that they're compulsive liars. Again, that's just my opinion. They'll say things like, you can work from anywhere. Work your business in the pockets of your day. Work by the pool. There are no quotas. No inventory needed. Make residual income. Be your own boss. I could go on and on about that list, but we'll be here all day. But the truth of the matter is, you cannot not work in an MLM. They will tell you can work as little as 15 hours a week and earn an income. They will only tell you half-truths just to get you interested in the business. Then, once you're in, we'll do a whole 180 degrees and say, if you don't work, it won't work. Okay, so the next one we're going to be looking at is a Monate rep who is here in Australia. This one is just full of misinformation. Like, it's crazy. Announcement, there's only 8 weeks left of the year. Your point is, Captain Obvious. Now is the time to start that online business and earn 10 paychecks before the end of 2021. Comment fire for more information. Firstly, I just want to talk about the caption over the video first. I just don't understand how stating the fact that there are 8 weeks till the end of 2021 is relevant at all. I don't see the relevance. I don't get it. And also, it does not matter what time of the year it is. They will always say, now is the best time to join. And generally the best time to join, when they'll reach out to most people, is generally at the end half of the month, because I've got to get those recruits in order to rank up. And they can only rank up, especially in Monate, unless you have a team underneath you. An asteroid could be hours away from annihilating Earth, and they would still tell you that it's the best time to join. Like, what? In my opinion, this is just a manipulation tactic to create FOMO, which means the fear of missing out, in hopes someone will join their team. That's not going to convince me at all. Now, the caption for this is, I never thought I could be that girl. I never thought I could be that person who chased their desires of my heart and actually made them come true. I never thought I could make money from my phone and quit a degree I wasn't happy in. I thought it was only for the influencers, the already millionaires or bikini body chicks who look like they never go to work and just sit by the pool all day. Until I learned that 80% of women who make over 100K a year do it through network marketing and direct sales. This business is for you. That girl with big dreams that don't fit in the ordinary. Who the fuck she calling ordinary? I am anything but ordinary, thank you. The girl who's tired of working so much and not being valued. The one who doesn't feel like she's getting anywhere. This business is for you. There's 10 paychecks left for this year. Don't miss out on them because you were too afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag. There's so many fucking hashtags. Chill out with the hashtags, girl. These are all the people that she's basically trying to manipulate. So when you search up those hashtags, she's going to be in that humongous list of people who have used that hashtag. Lots of people follow their desires, and they don't need an MLM to do it. They don't need to scam others into doing the same thing. just so you can achieve your next rank. They don't resort to joining what is, in my opinion, a pyramid scheme. There are so many ways you can make money from your phone. They're called content creators. And that's just sort of one type of career where their business is primarily pretty much only online. They are on all different social media platforms. They're on Instagram. You can make money off Instagram Reels. You can make money on TikTok and YouTube, just to name a few. A lot of content creators have monetized their social media and also do affiliate marketing and do sponsorships. As long as you're disclosing that something is an affiliate link and that you're going to get a kickback from them using that code, there's nothing unethical about it. And it is nothing like network marketing. So don't even try it. At least a content creator has the ability to work with whoever and whatever company they want. They are not confined to one company, regardless of how much you love the product that you want to promote. A lot of MLM companies are going to have rules and regulations where you can't promote somebody else's brand, especially if it is a product, for example, hair care products. If that other product that you want to promote alongside Monat, you can't do that. Now, who decides what an influencer looks like? An influencer could be anybody. It is entirely up to the people who consume their content and who choose to follow them. This comment, this statement is the one statement in this thing that I have the biggest issue with. She claims that 80% of women who make over 100K a year do it through network marketing and direct sales. Where is the sources? Because the only sources that I could find was from MLM Gateway. Yes, over 80% of women who make over 100K do so through home-based businesses. And want to know something else? 20% of all millionaires in the world made their fortune through the network marketing system. That is absolute fucking bullshit. Where's the source? Where is it? There are no sources on this page. Oh, and it's out of date. See, it's out of date. It's out of date by 5 years. Wow. This reminds me of something. It's like when the MLMers try and tell us that like the FTC thing's like out of date, that information is no longer relevant and it's invalid. Really? I can actually state my source of a legitimate, unbiased entity doing a study on your industry, MLM blogs, Direct Sales Association website, or from Reddit. These are unreliable and extremely biased sites. So take their shit with a grain of salt, honestly. Who is she calling ordinary? Is she trying to say if you don't join her team, then you're an ordinary, boring person or something? Because that's rude. The next one we're going to be looking at is from an ex-Arbonne rep. She was in Arbonne when I screen recorded this, but she has since jumped ship and gone over to Monat. Now, this person in Arbonne was at the National Vice President rank. Yeah, so the National Vice President is the top rank. She is at the rank of Managing Market Builder, which is very impressive. So she's at the 5th rank if you include the 1st rank. That is crazy. She has jumped up 5 ranks in about 2 months. That's insane. And in my opinion, what I think happened is that she took a whole lot of people from her downline in Arbonne and they all joined underneath her, which is how she ranked up so quickly. This person is so close to being self-aware, it's ridiculous. This caption on over the video reads, "When you start making money through what you thought was a scam for the longest time. If you told me I could make money through social media direct selling 5 years ago, I would have laughed in your face and told you to stop trying to scam me. Well, turns out, joke's on me. We're all marketing our products to people on social media every day, so I found a way to get paid for something I was already doing. Recommending products I genuinely love and getting paid for it. I love being able to work through social media. There is so much potential through the online space to build your bank and dream life. I learned that working behind a desk from 9 to 4 was the biggest scam I ever signed up for." So apparently actually having a work-life balance, getting paid for the actual work that you put in, being compensated for the time and energy you put in is a scam. What? What I've noticed about MLM reps is that they will always say that they get paid to promote their MLM's products on social media. But again, this is a complete lie. Reps use social media as a tool to help them find new recruits, and social media has really honestly been the biggest catalyst for the MLM industry to really be revived. Because back in the day, it was all about cold calling, door-to-door knocking. So social media has made it even easier for these people to target people of all different groups. All those hashtags, that's them putting out their little feelers, right? Or their little feelers, hoping that they get discovered on one of those pages, on someone looking through that hashtag, click on their profile. Reps get paid one of two ways. The one obviously being the sales that they make to their customers, and also the sales of their downline as well. They get a little kickback from every single sale that they make to a customer. And two, for building a team, aka recruiting. And just because you don't get paid specifically for every individual rep doesn't mean that when they are also building a team, doesn't mean that you're not going to benefit from that, because that's how you rank up, by building a team. That's how it's done. The joke is still on you, just not in the way that you think it is. Cece Suarez, aka Chelsea, has said it once, and I'll repeat it. Just because you are making money doesn't mean it's not a scam. It means the scam is working for you. Like, damn. It's like they think that two things can't be true at once. Like, I can't be making money if it's a scam. Well, yes, you can. That's why it's called a scam. Because someone else is getting scammed while somebody else is reaping the benefits, aka you. However, the vast majority of people's downlines, it's not working for them. They are the ones who are suffering, whilst this person takes home a big fat paycheck, and for her to keep her rank. It's so disgusting. I love being able to work through social media. There is so much potential through the online space to build your bank and dream life. I hate this so much. She's implying that you can make bank in the network marketing / multi-level marketing industry, which is not accurate at all. A study done by AARP, Study of Multi-Level Marketing, profiting participants and their experiences in direct sales. This was published in 2018. Now I'm going to have that linked below so you can have a look at it yourself. It reported that 47% of participants lost up to $75,000. Lost up to. So that's anywhere between $1 and $75,000 basically. 27.3% broke even, while only 12.1% made what I would consider a livable wage. So by going by this particular study, 74.3% of participants broke even, meaning that they did not make a profit, but they also did not necessarily lose money. They broke even. So what they spent through the company with products and everything and whatever else in between, they did not make a single cent profit. Those are not the kind of odds that I want to see if I'm about to join a company. We're all marketing our products to people on social media every day. So I found a way to get paid for it, something I was already doing. What is so wrong about sharing an item or a drink or like a service that you really love and enjoy without monetizing it so bad? Not everything has to be monetized. These people will blatantly just guilt trip you for buying and sharing something like a fucking Starbucks drink. Like, let me have my Starbucks, man. That was stupid shit. Like, if you didn't buy Starbucks every day for 3 months, you could have afforded the buy-in opportunity and afforded the starter kit. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Like, stop trying to police what I'm spending my money on. It's my money. I own it. You have no rights to it whatsoever. I'm the one that paid taxes on it, so you can fuck right off with that shit. Stop guilt tripping your followers. I was super nervous about showing this person in this video. Obviously, I'm not going to show her face or her hand. She is from one of the most well-known MLM teams in the network marketing game. I'm not going to mention it. She is at a very high rank up in her MLM. However, she's not at the very top rank. So she hasn't actually made it to the top of the company, even though this person has repeatedly claimed to be the #1 network marketer in the world. Imagine. Imagine claiming you're the #1 network marketer in the world when your own industry did a poll and you were like 940 or 60 or something. That is embarrassing. Oh, I'm feeling secondhand embarrassment for you, babes. I really am. It's pretty funny. Oh my god. So funny. So yeah. So she doesn't just own, doesn't just run an MLM side hustle. She actually has multiple businesses as well. I won't mention them, but she has multiple businesses outside of her MLM. And just her quote unquote side hustle brings in like 6 mil a year just from network marketing. Like, it's fucking wild. And she loves sending people cease and desist who like use her in like the video, in like their videos. And oh, you gotta check Chelsea CC Suarez out. I will 100% leave a link down there because she has awesome fucking videos. If you know who this person is as well, keep it to yourself, okay? Do not let me repeat myself, please. Do not mention this individual's name in the comments at all. I will dead set block you. I don't give a fuck. All right, so let's watch the video, shall we? Hey, you said to message you on payday. You're ready to get started in business? Dancing darts. Yeah, I'm excited. Maybe next week. Anyone ever been here before? I take it you've been there quite a lot. I pretty much built my business initially off of following up until I was blocked. Imagine having someone in your DMs just constantly harassing you and annoying you. Attraction marketing is better. Highly recommend you follow me to learn all about that. This is a prime example of how reps just do not take no for an answer. She literally says, I pretty much built my business initially off of following up until I was blocked. That is not just following up. That, in my opinion, is harassment. I said what I said. Now, I do not use that term in the literal definition of the word. However, if you are pestering, badgering, or annoying someone to the point that they need to block you on social media, in my opinion, yes, that is harassment. These people have no respect for boundaries whatsoever. Boundaries don't know her. Leaders will always say, no means not right now, or no means maybe next week. I don't know who said it first, but they were 100% on the fucking ball. No is a full sentence. End of. No, I will not join your fucking pyramid scheme. Just stop harassing people to join your MLM. MLMs are shady as fuck, in my opinion. 99% of the time, the people who are letting you down and giving you all those excuses, they're just trying to let you down easy. They don't want a confrontation. They don't want you gaslighting them, love bombing on them. They don't want that. It's weird. And don't do the befriending people either. That's fucking disgusting. That is just so fucking immoral and disgusting. And just to be clear, any reason to not join an MLM is 100% valid. And quite frankly, it is none of your goddamn business why they don't want to join you. None of your business. They said no, leave it at that. Don't bring it up again. I find it kind of laughable that she calls what she does attraction marketing, like the way that she markets her MLM. In my opinion, I don't think I would classify it as attraction marketing. Attraction marketing is a strategy where customers are attracted to purchasing something without being told to do so. Its fundamental principle is to show customers the desirability of the product you are selling. You do not sell them the product. You just let them see how good it is. I don't know about you, but these MLMs be doing a lot of fucking talking. When they aren't constantly talking about the opportunity, then they talk about the products and like how superior they are to everything else on the market. They make ridiculous health and performance claims for all of their products, which are greatly overpriced, in my opinion. All right, the next one we're going to be reacting to is the girl that tried to recruit me. I have a video about that, by the way, so I'll put it in the description below. It's a doozy. So since my last video, this person has actually joined Monet. Yeah. And she's at the very first rank, the entry level rank, which is market partner. So that one's not going great. However, what is most interesting about this is at the time of filming this, from the links in her bio, she is still up for Arbonne at the district manager rank, which is the second rank from the bottom. I will absolutely be definitely looking into the Monet and Arbonne Australian compensation plans and policies and procedures in more depth in the future. But yeah, I just thought it was really interesting that she's in 2 MLMs. Like, I can't even imagine how much money she'd be hemorrhaging, like, honestly. Because I'm pretty sure in the US agreement, you can't be in 2 MLMs at once. Also, from like what I could see from her page, she's not really posted anything in such a long time, for months, for like at least 5 months or something, 4 or 5 months. It's been a long time. So I don't know what's going on, whether she's having second thoughts or seeing all the red flags, because as long as her downline is doing the work, she will move up. She's about to give us a red flag trend. Social selling edition. Oh boy, this is gonna be a doozy. Red flag. Tests on animals. Red flag. Bans only 11 toxic ingredients. Red flag. 9-to-5 style employment. Red flag. Capped income. I mean, I personally think that testing on animals is pretty stupid and pointless. I definitely think they need to just like move away from animal testing. It's pointless. They are not going to be the ones to wear the makeup. We are. Don't you have enough knowledge on how different chemicals and ingredients react with each other to not have to test on animals? I don't necessarily disagree with this red flag. However, it doesn't make you a horrible person if you purchase something that doesn't happen to be 100% like cruelty-free and plant-based. There are lots of companies that are vegan or cruelty-free and they don't charge an arm and a leg for a powder. Bans only 11 toxic ingredients. How do you know what ones are toxic? Are you a chemist? Because if not, you can't really speak on things that you are not educated on. That is very irresponsible. And training from your upline does not count towards any further knowledge on the products that you are selling. It's honestly like Chinese whispers now. All that information has been trickled down, filtered through thousands upon thousands of people. You don't think there's not going to be a single miscommunication? It's just it's a very unreliable source to gain more knowledge in the products that you are selling. Being in an MLM that sells health and wellness products does not justify nor entitle you to be an educator on the matter. Personal training certificate doesn't count, just to be clear. That is my opinion. Red flag. 9-to-5 style employment. Again, with the shaming of 9-to-5s, I don't understand. 9-to-5 is not a scam. Getting paid for the work that you're putting into your job is called compensation, which is money. How is that a scam? All right, we got to break down this caption. Hey, but in all seriousness, if you haven't checked out social selling as an option, but you've been looking for a part-time job, you need to. You owe it to yourself to at least give it a try. And worst case scenario, you get your hands on some really amazing products at a hefty discounted price. Opportunities as good as this don't come knocking on your door every day. So when they do, you gotta be quick. Drop a below if you're ready to do extraordinary things for an extraordinary life. I don't think most people have ever heard about network marketing. Most people don't think that it's a thing anymore here in Australia. But it is. In all seriousness, if you want to make money, do not join an MLM. Because I can promise you that this person is not making a livable wage. At best, maybe she's making $10,000 from what the income disclosure statement basically states. That's the most someone would be making. So we're being generous, but that's yearly. That's not monthly, quarterly, that's annually. Spread out over 12 months. Oh, and you better be putting tax aside for every cent you make, because otherwise tax time is going to bite you in your fucking ass. And now that she is actually in Monet simultaneously whilst being in Arbonne, I do not believe she is making any kind of money, in my opinion. So at the most, she made about $10,418. And the median, which is what I go off because it's more accurate, is only $1,648 annually. That's annual, by the way. Another thing that I need to be clear about as well is that those figures don't represent profit. that just represents their total earnings for the year. It doesn't take into consideration what they've spent versus what they had coming in. You would need to do a profit and loss statement to actually figure out whether you are working at a deficit, or you're breaking even, or you're working at a profit. Most likely you are breaking even or losing money. That is unfortunately the statistic. Stats don't lie. They also don't take into consideration any annual fees, any monthly fees for any websites that you may have with the company, the products that they buy in order to stay commission qualified. In my opinion, from what I can see from the income disclosure statement, you aren't likely to make a livable wage until you reach the rank of regional vice president. That is the second highest rank, and that is how far you have to get up the Armon compensation plan to make what is, in my opinion, a livable income. So only 2.7% of Armon reps make it to that rank. So are you going to make a livable wage in Arbonne? Probably not. Worst case scenario, you get your hands on some really amazing products at a hefty discounted price. The worst case scenario is that you'll go bankrupt and lose your home, possibly your spouse or partner or family or friends. The discount isn't even that good. It's not. Opportunities as good as this don't come knocking on your door every day. So when they do, you gotta be quick. She's not wrong. These opportunities don't come knocking on your door anymore. They no longer need to when there's social media around. They can just be creeping on social media, cold messaging every single person they can possibly think of all day and stay at home instead. So convenient. Which is still just as annoying and as creepy. Or you'll get the method that I did from the very rep we're watching right now. Tactics include, but are not limited to, pretending to make a genuine connection and befriend them, love bomb them, bring up the company in every single interaction, gaslight, and much more. Oh, thank God, the last fucking one. I thought this was never gonna end. This one's from a Monet rep in the States. She doesn't live here in Australia. She's using the sound from Up. Oh, I love Up. So sad. I could help you cross the street. We all know who she's helping. And it ain't other women. I can promise you that. She is helping herself. I could help you transform your hair from anywhere in the world. I gotta help you cross something. She basically just repeats it. I could help you work from anywhere in the world with just using Wi-Fi. I could help you start your own business and many more. It is completely irrelevant how many times you get paid in a month. What actually matters is the number that is on that pay slip. That's it. Let's do a little bit of math, shall we? So you get paid 4 times a month. We're talking about if you're in Monet, and each one of those payments is only $10. That is only $40 for an entire month. That is fucking awful. If you manage to keep that going for an entire year and you manage to maintain that $40 a month every single month just on the sales, that is only $480 a year. As for the 5th payment in the month, that is, I believe that is the bonuses that get paid out on the 15th of every month. I mean, I am a little bit curious as to why it's the 15th of the month, which is basically right smack bang in the middle of every month. Why do the bonuses get paid halfway through the month? I don't know, it doesn't make sense. They are the bonuses the reps get from recruiting people into their downline. So basically, you build what is called a Mo neighborhood. And to build a Mo neighborhood, you first have to complete 1 block. To complete 1 block, you need to enroll 4 new market partners and 1 new market partner with a product pack as well. So every time you enroll 4 new VIPs, you receive $60 US. And for every new market partner you enroll, you get between $100 to $220 US. Now, in order to build a Mo neighborhood, you must complete 3 blocks, which translates to basically 12 new VIPs and 3 new market partners. So that's the total amount of people that you need to have. And all of those MPs also have to sign up with a product pack as well. So as you can see, you're already getting more out of recruiting people into your downline than you are from selling the products. Looking at this from purely a numbers side, on paper, it sounds like it's a good opportunity. However, what they're not going to tell you before you sign up is just how difficult it is to get new VIPs and find people that even want to do the business. It's an extremely mentally draining gig, I would imagine. Like, it doesn't sound fun at all. As much as they like to push this sort of lifestyle that everyone's best friends and only positivity, no bad vibes, like it seems like it's far from a community. Monet in the States has earned quite the reputation, and unfortunately it's really not a good one. They've had multiple class action lawsuits filed against them, allegations of severe scalp irritation, but blistering, sores, and an extreme shedding. Not just like your normal shedding, like extreme shedding. So, not good. And if you say, oh, they settled their cases, they won. Yes, settling's not a great thing. They paid someone to settle the case, probably because they couldn't win. I could help you transform your hair and skin. Products that are sold by MLMs and from are nothing special and aren't going to change anyone's life, in my opinion. No matter what MLM we're talking about, every MLM claims to have the best, most superior products on the market. Theirs is the best, and that's why it's so overpriced, because it's worth it or some shit. But in my opinion, they are priced at such a high rate so that they can pay the people at the top of the pyramid whilst leaving scraps for the rest of them. I could help you work from anywhere in the world. You mean work from anywhere all the time, right? Because the reality is, if you're in an MLM, you cannot not work from the second you wake up till the moment you go to sleep. You have to constantly be reaching out to new people to replace people who have quit or to even begin to create a team. It's not as easy as what they want to make it out to be. It really isn't. And I'm shocked that so many people in MLMs don't know what an income disclosure statement is. And generally they find out that stuff through these sorts of channels. People who are actually giving out the information directly from the MLM websites and putting it out into the airways and just trying to reach as many people as we can. The launch of Monet here in Australia has pretty much solidified, for me personally, that in my opinion, Monet is a pyramid scheme. What it proved is the fact that you don't need customers and customer sales to rank up, because people were ranking up within the first month. And you might say, but they're like selling, right? No. They launched Monet for market partners to join on between October 1st to October 31st. And they were ranking up purely based on building a team. That's a pyramid scheme, in my opinion. Not a single sale was made from an outside customer. Not one. They did not open for customer sales and purchases until November 1st. So basically for the entire month of October, they had 0 customers, and somehow people had already begun rising in the ranks quite quickly as well. Like, how is that not a pyramid scheme? It doesn't compute. 0 customer sales, people ranking up, rank advancing in the company with 0 customers. I could help you start your own business and many more. How many more times must it be said? You are not a business owner. You're a contracted salesperson for a company that already exists. You are free advertisement. You are free recruiters. You're free marketing. You are not your own boss. You absolutely can be terminated at any point for any reason under the sun. You have an upline and a company to answer to. You can't just go around doing whatever you like. You have to follow compliance. You have to follow the terms and conditions, policies and procedures. If you break certain rules, there are going to be consequences. It's just really embarrassing seeing all these people play entrepreneur. It's just getting old. They are all the reels that we have for today. I am so exhausted. I feel like I've been filming for hours. Well, I have. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate ya. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts were on some of these reels, because I mean, there's just so much to talk about with these reels, aren't there? All of my sources, links to information are all going to be in the description below, so make sure you check them out. Have a look through it yourself. I'm just relaying the information, and yeah, I hope you are having a great rest of your day wherever you are in the world. I hope to see you next time. Stay wild and don't join an MLM. Bye.